If you're a true Liverpool fan, subscribe to Anfield Signal.
Arne Slot speaks out on Alisson Becker after unexpected summer transfer rumors. Alisson Becker has seen his name linked with a return to Italy in recent days, with Arne Slot speaking out on the Liverpool goalkeeper as his contract nears its end. Liverpool boss Arne Slot has hailed the importance of Alisson Becker as the goalkeeper finds himself being linked with a move away this summer. Although he did suffer another injury problem earlier in the season, Alisson has held on to his position as the Reds' number one, despite the arrival of Georgi Mamardashvili last summer. Reports from Italy this week, though, have suggested that the Brazilian is being eyed up for a potential transfer, with Juventus said to be targeting him as an option to replace Michele Di Gregorio, who has come under increasing pressure in Turin after some high-profile errors. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, Juve is looking to the Premier League for a new goalkeeper, with Alisson and Tottenham's Guglielmo Vicario named as potential targets. Slot, though, is in no doubt as to the importance Alisson has at Liverpool, with the Reds' boss hailing the strength the club has had in the goalkeeping department since his arrival. In an ideal world, you don't need your goalkeeper, Slot said on Friday. That means you defend so well that you don't need a goalkeeper that makes important saves for you. But the good thing for us is, if we do need a goalkeeper, we have an outstanding one.
We already have him now for 7 years. 7 years ago, he made his debut. The good thing is that we not only have one good goalkeeper, we have Georgi Mamardashvili, who is also a goalkeeper that could be a number one. This club is in a really good place when it comes to goalkeepers, and has been for so many years. Before Georgi was there, we had Kevin Kelleher, and he did really well for us, and now for Brentford. But Ali has always been the number one, and that tells you how good he is if he can keep Kevin and Georgi behind him. We needed him once against Nottingham Forest after 3 minutes, and again he was there for us. Alisson's contract is actually set to expire this summer, although Liverpool does have the option to extend his deal by a further year, which the 33-year-old is expecting to be taken up. The Brazilian does have plans to leave Anfield eventually, though, having detailed his desire to return to boyhood club Internacional before the end of his career. I talked to athletes who have made this move to return. Some have had good experiences, others not, he said last summer. Each one will have their own experience, but I want to return, especially to Inter. I don't know when it will happen, but I still want to do it at a high level. That's what I have planned.
Barcelona chief breaks silence on Julian Alvarez after Liverpool transfer links. Barcelona's sporting director Deco has confirmed the Spanish team has not spoken to Julian Alvarez as Arsenal continues to monitor the Atletico Madrid forward ahead of the summer transfer window. Barcelona chief Deco has confirmed that the Spanish club has not held talks with Julian Alvarez about a potential transfer to Camp Nou. The Argentine forward is on the radar of several clubs this summer. Arsenal is among the clubs showing interest, while Barcelona is believed to be scheming a move. Liverpool is also linked to Alvarez, a former Manchester City star and World Cup winner. When questioned about a possible transfer, Barcelona's sporting director Deco revealed that discussions have not yet commenced. He said, "We have not spoken to any club or player. This is not the time to do it, no matter how much we like them."
We'll talk when it's time. It's February. There are many players that we like. We'll see. We have 2 strikers. This is not the time to make decisions. Alvarez, 26, signed for Atletico Madrid in 2024 and has since netted 42 goals in 94 appearances for the Spanish team. He remains contracted with the Spanish side until the summer of 2030. It's been suggested that Atleti are hoping to pocket around £167 million or $225 million should they decide to sell the forward this summer. Arsenal legend Ray Parlour has already voiced his thoughts on a move for Alvarez, suggesting that he would be an excellent replacement for Gabriel Jesus at the Emirates. I think Jesus might leave at the end of the season. He's at that age where he wants to be playing week in, week out, Parler told Metro via BetMGM. We could lose him. We had 4 strikers when I played. That's what I don't understand. Regardless of Jesus leaving, bring in another one anyway. That can give the other options a lift because they see the standard being set. For me, Alvarez would be a great addition to the squad. There will always be people coming and going in the summer because it's a big squad and they can't keep everyone happy. But Alvarez would be a fantastic option to have with his pace and what we saw at Man City. It was always going to be difficult for him playing with Erling Haaland there, but when he did start and when he did play, he was always lively. He's a young man too, so if he's available, it's a yes for me. We know how Arteta likes to work with young players to make them better, so I think it would be a great addition, definitely.
Jesse Lingard in advanced talks to play alongside forgotten Liverpool star. Jesse Lingard is in advanced talks to join Brazilian side Corinthians, where the former Manchester United and England forward would link up with an ex-Liverpool player. Jesse Lingard is now in advanced negotiations with Corinthians over a 1-year contract, having previously held discussions with their divisional rivals, Remo. The former Manchester United and England winger, 33, has been without a club since departing FC Seoul in December. Lingard now looks set to continue his career abroad, with strong interest from Brazil, initially from Remo and now from Corinthians. ESPN Brazil reports that Lingard and Corinthians are working to finalize a deal that would see the attacker join the Sao Paulo-based side. It is understood that financial issues have been resolved, with the club now focused on tying up the remaining details of the proposed agreement. Should Lingard put pen to paper with Corinthians, he would find himself lining up alongside a familiar face in former Manchester United forward Memphis Depay. Lingard, a product of the Manchester United Academy, previously played alongside Depay during the 2015-16 season, though the Dutch international fell out of favor shortly afterwards and was sold to Lyon in January 2017. While Depay's spell at Old Trafford was brief, Lingard gave years of dedicated service to the club, amassing 385 appearances for the Red Devils and netting 77 goals throughout his time there. If he joins Corinthians, Lingard will also get the chance to play alongside forgotten Liverpool star Alisson. The 28-year-old joined the Reds from Brazilian side Internacional as a teenager in 2015. He was a Liverpool player for 5 years but never kicked a ball for the first team, spending time on loan in Finland, Belgium, Germany, Cyprus, and Brazil before leaving Merseyside. Alisson joined Atlético Mineiro in 2020 and spent 3 years there before transferring to fellow Brazilian team Flamengo. The midfielder is currently on loan at Corinthians. Reports emerged earlier this year suggesting Lingard had engaged in discussions with Premier League sides regarding a potential return to England, while considerable Serie A interest in the forward services also existed. With Lingard appearing almost certain to pursue his career abroad, the winger, who netted 10 goals across 34 appearances during his final K-League campaign with FC Seoul, had previously revealed that a yearning to feel loved was the primary motivation behind his decision to relocate to South Korea. When looking for my next club, it felt important to go somewhere I was loved and appreciated, and after I returned to Manchester, FC Seoul sent 2 of their main people all the way there just to watch me train and play in a 5-a-side game, he said. The idea of Korea grabbed me, not just a different challenge, but a new environment and culture. FC Seoul is one of the biggest clubs in the K-League, with a fantastic stadium, so I said yes. Arne Slot drops Ibrahima Konate contract hint as Liverpool decision nears. Arne Slot has publicly discussed Ibrahima Konate's contract situation at Liverpool, with the defender having months left on his deal as the club confirms negotiations are underway.
Arne Slot has suggested that Ibrahima Konate is edging closer to penning fresh terms at Liverpool if his previous remarks regarding Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk offer any indication. Konate has just months remaining on his current deal, though his departure is far from guaranteed at this stage. Liverpool is determined to secure the Frenchman's future and has verified that negotiations are underway. During his press conference last week, Slot revealed, "We are in talks with him, so that tells you what we want. It's clear we would like him to stay, but negotiations are ongoing, so let's see where that ends. We wouldn't be in negotiations if we didn't want him to stay." Real Madrid has been associated with a possible free transfer for the 26-year-old when the campaign concludes, though reports toward the end of last year suggested the Spanish team had approached Liverpool directly to confirm it wouldn't be chasing another prominent Anfield signing after its pursuit of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool encountered a similar situation last year when both Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk's deals were set to expire at the campaign's conclusion. Nevertheless, Slot regularly refused to offer continuous updates on the duo's discussions until agreements were imminent. Therefore, Slot publicly addressing the club's ambition to retain Konate could prove significant.
The Frenchman has endured an inconsistent campaign but has demonstrated encouraging form in recent matches, including during the 4-1 triumph against Newcastle late last month. Reds skipper Virgil van Dijk, who will turn 35 before next campaign commences, has revealed he's keen for his defensive partner to remain at the club past the current season's end. "We are friends, we speak about everything," he said. "It's a process, and let's see what comes out of it. It's never that easy. We saw with my situation last year, so it's never that easy that we can just say, let's get it done. It's a process, and let's see what comes out of it. Obviously, I want him to stay. He's an important figure on the pitch. That's what everyone sees. But off the pitch as well, he's one of the leaders. He's outstanding, and in my eyes, a world-class center-back." Considering Van Dijk's age, Liverpool will undoubtedly be determined to retain Konate. The Reds have, nevertheless, taken proactive steps to construct a defense for the future, having invested substantial funds in center halves Giovanni Leone and Jeremy Jacquet in recent transfer windows.